All right. Happy Monday. If you're watching this on Monday, that is, and if you're with us live today, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to explain something that we're going to be doing here moving forward on the Monday edition of Coffee Talks. And this one here is going to go a little bit longer, but what we're going to do is we are going to make these Monday episodes, I guess we'll call them, sessions, coffee talks. These will be what we're going to call our Monday mindset. I mentioned this the other day, and a few of you said that, yeah, that sounds like that would really be good. But I also know that a lot of people that read my emails always say and respond really, really well to anything that has to do with the mindset. And I don't mean mindset like woo-woo stuff. I mean actually getting this up here almost like restarted for the week, or maybe even refocused for the week, because sometimes that's what we need. So I figured, why not do these on a Monday? And I'm going to keep these to 15 minutes or less. So this way here, we can get in, we can get out there and start really putting this into play, which really leads into what today's conversation will be about. And that is, are you in the game? And I want that question to kind of sit there for a second. I want you to kind of answer that in your own self. And what does that mean, really, right? Like, what does it mean to be in the game? I'm going to share a story with you that relates to business, has to do with sports, has to do with life. And I've talked about this before, but I think it's worth bringing up probably, I don't know, a few times a year at least, because a lot of times we're not really playing the game. We're not really playing the game. And where you really learn is in the game. All right. And perfect example of that was this past weekend, which was Easter weekend. So hopefully you guys had a great Easter weekend. We had a great weekend. We actually, we feel like we're sometimes a strange family because we are so into sports, into our kids. And we actually spent the weekend with our feet in the sand on a beach volleyball court. Myself and my wife were watching, but my daughter and my son, who's 22, going to be 23, and my daughter, who's 13, they did a co-ed volleyball tournament. So it was really fun. It was on Saturday and on Sunday. And we had a blast. But I'll tell you what, like when you are in the game, you learn so much. My daughter, who's 13, like I said, she's learning so much. My son now, who is an athlete, he's a really good athlete, plays basketball, plays baseball, but really basketball is his sport. And he took up beach volleyball now because he's interested in it because he thought it looked cool. Well, he's learning that it's more to the game than just hitting it hard. And he learned day one, Saturday, when he went in and did a real game with real, competition. Wow, some of these guys and girls aren't hitting it that hard. They're just crafty. And so the next day he came in on Sunday and he started to use that and he started to learn a little bit more. And my daughter has done that the same thing. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about here today. I do want to keep these intros really, really short. So if you are new to Coffee Talks, if you are someone that's been here maybe a few times, you probably have realized I get on here, I welcome people sometimes, we talk a little bit, and then we dig into something. And sometimes I get carried on. I answer questions. I go deep into a topic. I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, but I want to make Mondays, specifically Mondays, but really I'm probably going to try to do this on all of them. I want to keep Mondays to 15 minutes or less, and it's going to be a Monday mindset. So it's where you're going to come in, I'm going to share something with you, probably related to a story, and then from there, how to apply it to your own life, your own business. If that sounds cool, if that sounds like something that you think is a good idea, drop it in the comments. Or if you have any other ideas for any of these coffee talks, let me know. I'm actually trying to do this for myself as well, because I want to be able to come in here and give you something that you can use, but then get out there and actually put it into action, put it into play. So let me know. It looks like we got a bunch of you guys hanging out here with us today. So we got Karen. What's up, Karen? Good morning. Love the idea of Mindset Mondays. That's awesome. I'm totally in. You're in the game. Yes, you are, Karen. Good morning, Debbie. Morning, Scooby Life. Ruth, good morning to you. Happy Monday. Troy, what's up, man? Salama, what's up? Let's see. Oh, Karen, fun family time. I love doing things with my family too. Yeah, it's what I live for. Let's see here. Would love your next workshop on creating a workshop tech and all. We'll talk about that. Maybe we'll do something like that. Like I said, on a Friday. New to the talk. That's awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Let's see here. Great idea. Need some of the Monday motivation. Love the Mindset Monday. Mindset Monday sounds great. Awesome. D, what's up? Good to see you, D. Awesome. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So again, I'm not going to waste any more time here. We're going to do these within 15 minutes or less, and I do have some notes to get started. I am going to somewhat officially kick this off now that we've kind of went through this whole thing. If you are new to this, this is our Monday mindset. We're starting this today. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is our coffee talks. Monday is going to be a Monday mindset. Friday is our jam session. That will stay the same. And Wednesday, we'll probably do something as far as a lesson learned, strategy, tactics, all of that type of stuff. So with that all being said, let me go ahead and officially kick this off. All right, welcome to this Monday mindset. And I am fired up because, well, the time that I'm recording this is on a Monday, and I am fired up for the week. And some would say, and some have said, Scott, why are you always so fired up? You know what? Because I feel like we have a great opportunity to be living, to be breathing, to wake up, and we're able to go and try again. And that's really what today's going to be about. And the title of this is Play the Game. We all have the opportunity to play the game. The problem is some of us, we don't get in the game. We sit on the sidelines, we plan, we learn, but we never actually play the game. And this actually came to me, this topic that I wanted to do here on the Monday Mindset, which, by the way, if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can always head over to our coffee talks and you can attend one of these live. You can head on over to takeactioncrew.com, and that's where you'll be able to watch, well, upcoming ones or past ones over there on that page. You can officially become one of our Take Action Crew members. But the Monday Mindset is really about how to give you guys something that you can take away, maybe even just bring awareness to something and then go, yes, take action, go do it. Okay. And that's what it's all about. Because we fall into these traps sometimes where we get frustrated, we get confused, and then we figure, you know what, we'll just chase a new shiny object because it's new and fun, and I don't have to actually complete it because, well, I just kind of directed my attention somewhere else, and it feels like I'm still working, right? So what I want this to be, though, is I want this actual session that we're going to do here today is to really get you to identify, are you in the game or are you on the sidelines? All right. Now I'm going to share a story with you, and this will all relate back to business, I promise. But it's really about life in general. My daughter, who's 13, who's really actively taken up beach volleyball. She was doing indoor. Now she has fallen in love with beach volleyball. And I'm so grateful because I love being out there on the beach, not just near the ocean, which we have been at some of those, but I just like having my feet in the sand. Just this past weekend, depending on when you're listening to this, it was Easter Sunday. And we actually went to a beach volleyball tournament with my daughter and my son, and they did a co-ed tournament together. You know, my daughter's 13, he's 22, and they played against adults, and they did well. They didn't win the whole thing, but they won a game or two or three. I forget what it was, but they learned a lot, okay? And the one thing that we can do, we can practice and practice and practice. But until you get into gameplay, man, you don't really know how it's going to work. Has anyone practiced in sports, right? You practice your jump shot, you practice your swing, golf, tennis, whatever. But when you get into match play, when you get into the actual game, that's when you truly learn. And one of the reasons is because number one, you get to see what it does when you actually do it, right? Or you watch the competition. You watch what they're doing. And when you watch what they're doing, you learn. And you don't realize, wow, that's pretty interesting. I didn't realize that. And so I'm going to give you an example. So my son, who's 22, he is a good basketball player, great basketball player. Actually coached a middle school team this year. He's just actively into basketball. He plays a lot of pickup with a lot of adults and D1 players, and he's just a really good basketball player. So he's a good athlete. He's played baseball years ago, played soccer. He's a good athlete. But he's new to this beach volleyball, and he wants to play because he sees how much fun it is for my daughter. And so he was like, hey, maybe we'll do a co-ed tournament together. So they signed up. My daughter's 13. He's 22, playing against adults. Okay. And he's never played official game, but he's a good athlete. He can hit the ball hard. Well, he went there and he got taught a lesson. It doesn't matter how hard you hit that ball. It's where is the open spots and how to find those open spots. And so he learned. Day one, didn't do that great. Day two, did a lot better. Got a lot of room to grow. My daughter, who's 13, is actually playing in a lot more tournaments. But the way that she's getting better is to go there and study the competition, but to get in the game and play against that competition. So why am I sharing this story with you? You're not playing volleyball. Maybe you are. I actually want to start playing. I see a bunch of older guys out there playing and they're crafty. I'm like, I'm going to do that. So I might get out there and play myself. Now, why am I sharing this? Because if you want to get in the game, okay, if you want to actually get results, you have to actually, yes, you have to practice, but you got to actually get in the game. And so what does this mean? Well, if you're publishing content, let's just use content as an example. Let's say, for example, you are like, you know what, Scott, you've been talking about creating evergreen content for a while now. I want to do that. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to follow your advice. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to find my topic. I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions in my niche. And I'm going to create this piece of content. And so you get all excited about it. And then you start writing, but you get stuck, or you think it's not good enough, or you think it's not ready yet. And you just hold off on hit and publish. And you hold off on hit and publish. Everyone else is over there like, you know what? MVP, minimum viable product. I'm going to just create this thing, publish it, and I'll get better as I go. That person who's actually like me, I'm starting to get traffic while you're still sitting there on oh, I'm going to publish it, but I'm not quite sure when, or I don't know if it's ready yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till it's fully optimized, all of this stuff. And I'm doing it. And I might not be getting the best results, but I'm getting results and I'm learning from what I'm doing. All right. So that's an example with content. A lot of people fall in that trap. The second one is like email. Well, I don't know if I haven't mailed my list in like 4 weeks because I don't know what I'm going to send them. I've talked about this before. Send them anything. Just do not let them unattended, meaning don't stop sending them something. And if you haven't sent them something, so now you might be saying, well, Scott, I haven't sent him something in 4 weeks. So I'm that guy or the girl. You know what? Then I'm just not going to send them anything. No, right now, you should just send them something and say, are you still interested in catching more bass? ? And then just say, hey, I know it's been a little while since I emailed you. I've been busy, blah, blah, blah. Let me know if you're still interested in catching more bass. Talk to you later. Like, send them something. Find a YouTube video that is not even yours that's useful. Send them that. There's no reason not to send them something. But we get in this trap. Well, I don't have anything to send them. I don't have anything to send them. Then you start feeling like, oh, I'm not good at this, right? We need to just take action, as I've always said, and get in the game. All right. If you are just writing email, but you're not sending them, you're not fully in the game. You're planning, you're learning, but you're not in the game. All right. So you need to get in the game. So the big takeaway today, the big thing for you, I want you to ask yourself this personally. Are you in the game? Are you actively playing the game? All right, answer that question. And if you're not, it's okay. You can always get in the game. And you can make that decision today to get in the game. Because if you get in the game, like I said, you're going to learn. You're going to learn so much rather than just, I'm over here and I'm learning textbook, right? I'm learning textbook, No, learn by being in the game, because then you got a potential to get results and learn at the same time. All right. So I want you to ask yourself that. Are you in the game? And if you are in the game, that's great. Stay in the game. And here's the other cool thing, right? I'm going to go back to my daughter and my son. They just got done with that little tournament, right? Now, what's my daughter doing? Well, she's got practice tonight. She's got Tuesday off. Wednesday, she's got another practice, and they do a lot of scrimmaging there, so it's kind of like gameplay. And then Thursday, she's got the day off. Friday, got practice. And then Saturday, she's doing a co-ed tournament again with her brother, and that's going to be a real game, right? Practicing, game. So it's kind of like writing content, publish, right? It might take you a week to write it. That's okay. All right. But the cool thing is we can always start a new game. We can always play a new game. And that new game might be a new blog post. It might be a new digital product. It might be a new email sequence that you send out and you promote a product. Whatever it is, that is the game. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that. Are you in the game? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And if not, get in the game today. All right. Get in the game today. And that is going to be the best way that you're going to be able to get results in your business and in your life. And I'm going to pause there. And that's where I'm probably going to cut it. But guys, I hope that that helped you, because I know myself that I've fallen into this trap. So I don't want you to fall into this trap. I want you to get in the game. All right. Enough sitting on the sidelines. It's time to get in the game. All right. And if you get in the game, I promise you, you are going to learn. And it might feel at times you're like, man, this isn't working, but you're in the game. Okay. It's not working because you published something and 3 weeks later, you're not seeing traffic yet. You're not supposed to see traffic yet. All right. You got to keep going. But have you made progress? Today you have 0 blog posts. Tomorrow you have 1. Next week you have 2. The next week you have 3. And eventually you'll start to get traffic. I just logged into one of our brands this morning. We had one of our record days yesterday for traffic. We had over 1,900 people visit the website yesterday. But that wasn't a month ago. Constantly, right? We're in the game. We're in the game. All right. So that is going to wrap up this coffee talk. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep these to 15 minutes or less. I think I did it. We are at 17 minutes, but that's only because I had to talk a little bit about these Monday mindsets. There is your Monday mindset. Now it's time for you to get out there, get in the game, take care, take action, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.